Caught him off guard, boys.
You always look like you're on a seizure at the beginning of the show.
It's so terrible.
Stop trying.
Oh, welcome back to another episode of Cultivated Ignorance. I am Will, the host. This is Mike.
Mike, the host that can actually do stuff that's my thing.
Thank you for joining us.
Hope you tune out after that.
Hope you beautiful people are doing well out there in Soda City.
Yes.
This week we got a dope show lined up for you.
We do.
We're gonna be talking about this music doo-doo ass drought that we've been on. I can't remember the last time I've heard a decent album, and I swear all music is starting to flow together. It's just all sounding the same.
It is hard.
So we're gonna be talking about that since the summer.
It's hard, bro.
Since the summer's about to heat up next week.
Is that what's about to happen?
Yeah, we're all excited. We're all excited for an album with no features. Hopefully there's features.
Oh, pray to God it's features.
We're also going to be talking about how Black people keep struggling. How Black people stay struggling in something.
That is not the topic.
The topic is the struggle for personal liberation.
Yes.
We so focus on other struggles that we can't focus on
the journey. The journey to personal liberation. I didn't say nothing about struggle. Or did I say struggle? I can't remember if I wrote
struggle bus.
No, we're not doing that.
So we're going to be jumping into all that.
Yes.
Hopefully everybody's doing well out there.
I hope y'all are doing well, for real.
Yeah. It's starting to get hot. So
look, like, South Carolina, it'd be spring Monday and then winter again Wednesday.
Yeah, and then it'd be summer for 7 months.
Right.
But in the meantime, in between time, check out our Patreon.
Yes. You have
Patreon.com/cultivated ignorance.
Yes.
If you haven't already, it's only $5.
It's only
$5.
I just put up the bonus footage from our last episode, which we didn't see last week's, or the week before last episode of It's Just a Joke with Sauce Got Jokes and Brian Garcia.
Oh, that thing was so funny.
It was hilarious. And we put up some bonus footage about, I don't know how we started talking about Dragon Ball Z before the show.
Bro, it was going in.
It was a whole thing. You can find all kind of reviews, ignorant conversations. Me and Will just shooting the shit. Me and Will's therapy session is on there.
Yes.
With Jay Little's out to Jay. Was real. That was not so funny.
It was not.
That was not so funny.
It was funny in spots.
It was funny in spots. Dark in others.
Yeah.
But it was good, man.
So check it out. Only $5. There's other tiers too if you want to get down like that.
Yeah.
So
how about extra? If you want to
yeah.
Make sure I got that. Oh yeah, if you want to help out extra, if you want to get some extra publicity, we do advertisements and stuff like that. Mostly for local shows, but we do it for everybody. Whatever. Yeah. Check us out.
So I don't know if you've listened to music lately.
I've been trying.
But it's hot fucking garbage.
You know what? It's not actually, it's worse than hot garbage. It's very mediocre. Like, it's right in the middle. Like, what have you been listening to lately?
So I tried to listen to this new Moneybagg Yo album because I was like, man, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I like Moneybagg. I like literally every cat out of Memphis right now. I like all of them.
You enjoy
Moneybagg Yo, Pooh Shiesty, Dolph, Key Glock. I even like Yo Gotti some.
Yo Gotti, hit or miss, but I don't even know Gotti and Dolph. Other than these that you just named, I don't even. They all sound younger than 25 years old.
No, they're like 26, 27,
Yeah.
But at Moneybagg Yo it was like 1-2 songs on there. I was like, okay, I mess with this. And then that doo-doo Khaled album came out.
Bruh, so why was niggas on my timeline talking about Khaled snapped on his album? This is the best Khaled album ever.
Definitely not. Kiss the Ring is the best Khaled album I've ever heard.
Ugh.
But I don't see how you have so many superstars on an album and it be just flat.
You know what I was thinking about? Heather said, who are these people? That's how I feel. One good point that Sauce had made at the last podcast about comedy and Kevin Hart and why he's not as funny anymore is because he said like he's trying to please more people. Like he's more, widely worldwide known now versus, just in the hood. I wonder if that's the same thing with these Khaled albums where like he's trying to appeal to such a large variety of people who consume rap music, including like mostly like white audiences, mostly mainstream audiences, and therefore it's getting like watered down because you're trying to appeal to.
I think that artists don't care anymore about Khaled albums. Like they don't really put in a real effort.
They know it's going.
And also, it's like just being in quarantine for a year, like possibly not making music for a whole year because you know you can't make money off of it no way. You know what I mean?
So you think he's like purposely?
No, I'm not saying Khaled. I'm saying like artists are probably phoning it in or like
on purpose or just lack of inspiration.
Lack of inspiration. They might be in like family mode. You know what I mean?
We know that's
not in that tour mode. Like I feel like I don't know, but I feel like rappers live like a in the studio all the time kind of life. Like when you're in it.
Depends on who you're talking
Unless
about.
you like J. Cole or Kendrick or something. Like you a family guy. Like you out there for 2 or 4 months out of the year and you back at the house. But
you're definitely in the studio all the time.
Yeah, all right. Currency, Freddie Gibbs, always in the studio.
Bruh, all the time.
But guess what? Them niggas not on these albums.
It's showing up ain't. I don't know, you might be right. I think the not going on tour is a huge factor of it. Like not knowing that you're not about to make the majority of what most artists make their money from, which is tours. You might be like, I gotta put something out.
Let me put this throwaway on here.
Yeah, look at these mediocre Khaled beats. And
were you disappointed by it? Have you heard the Khaled album?
I did not.
You haven't heard the Jay and Nas joint either?
You know what? I didn't. I haven't listened to it because I haven't been moved to. Like I felt like what I knew about it, and then I didn't think I would like it anyway. Is it actually good?
No.
That's what I felt. Like I was like, I don't even want to be disappointed because these are two of my favorite rappers.
I've never been like so let down in my life by Jay and Nas.
It was a remix of Song Cry, right?
I don't remember. I don't even remember the beat. I don't even remember the beat.
I remember just not being moved, and I think it's because the way people even talk about music right now, like you just kind of know like it's gonna be something.
Yeah. Like I was on Brent Fires in quarantine. I was like, oh, this nigga's killing it.
Absolutely.
No, this nigga's old to me. Like he's still good.
What song made you think he's old now? You were just ranting and raving over
Gravity. That's my shit.
That's
my shit.
It just came out like yesterday.
It came out like 2 months ago. Calm down.
So what?
Maybe 3.
What changed?
It's just I need something new. I need something different. Like
you don't put out a song where you respect a woman, and now you don't like him.
Gravity's definitely not about respect.
No. I'm talking about the other one he came out with.
I didn't listen to that trash. I didn't listen to that fucking garbage.
Of course not.
This nigga's got the wrong subject. It's not what you do, my man.
I don't
like, and I'm not gonna lie. Spotify be fucking up.
What you mean?
Spotify be playing the most vanilla songs sometimes. Like after you get on Spotify for a while, and you like kind of diversify your the things you're listening to, Spotify will get you in some dark spots on these daily playlists.
Is it because they don't have anything to really give you? Is that why?
Maybe so. I've been listening to Alfredo, at least one song from Alfredo every day.
Scotty Beam every single day.
Bro,
that's me.
That's something to rap about.
Oh, God.
Bro.
That is great.
I just need something new. And we got this whack ass announcement tomorrow. I'm ready to be let down by this TDE announcement.
So this is exactly what you've been asking for, and now you already dismissed
because they're lying to me.
They didn't say nothing. They just said the wait is over.
I don't give a shit.
You getting new
TDE tour, April 2022.
Yo, they better not. You know what's gonna make you upset? I'm 99% sure this Isaiah Rashad album.
Really?
Because which is kind of what you predicted. Because I saw some leakage from some video that was
some leakage.
Yeah. Then he put out some new song. But he has a new song.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna be, but like it could be really good. It's very hard. I think you have a good point about just people just kind of, as an artist, like I do relate to like a sense of like, I was freaking out because I wasn't feeling inspired to put out any like quote unquote deliverables during this whole downtime. And as an artist, like, you kind of tell yourself like, this is when you should be going off. And I think just that lack of interpersonal energy, like that, knowing that you're not gonna see your fans like that you can't really, hug on people face to face like that, it's a different type of inspiration you get from like being in constant interaction with your fans versus this whole virtual shit where y'all are all just in the house and watching verses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's really a huge part of it.
I feel like everything we've enjoyed over this last year, like verses and even some people have gotten fed up with the damn Skype, the Zoom meetings at the house. Like, well, we got fed up with it for sure.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
All these things that was like kind of cool at the beginning.
Yeah.
Old as hell now.
Oh, Zoom. Remember when Zoom was like, everyone was like, oh my God, like
I get to go to meetings in my drawers and they won't even know.
Wake up and walk on the computer. I remember when we were over it, like personally, like
bro,
we hit that up, or like
fuck this shit at the house.
Get to the studio immediately, please. But like with people who I got put on there, like, okay, so your boy Drake got Certified Lover Boy coming out.
My man has delayed that shit just for money. That's the only reason he's delayed it.
Oh, it's further adds to the frustration. This TDE announcement coming out tomorrow.
Y'all about to get a Hemp Future album.
It's about to be Reasons. FK Twitch got an album coming out. And of course, your boy J. Cole next week. What is it called?
I don't give a shit. I don't know, but I just need new music. But he also has Interlude coming out tonight, I think.
Interlude.
It's a song he's releasing. He was going to release the whole album at once, but he's releasing a single. It's called Interlude. It's supposed to drop at midnight.
That should sound sleepy. Interlude. This just sounds sleepy.
What do you want me to do, man? Like, I'm not the nigga.
Bro, so this is my question, like, that's stupid. So with all this music coming on the cusp of the end of the pandemic, like, are you excited, man? Like, do you think artists will come out of this better than ever? That's my question.
I hope so.
But do you think so?
I've been let down before.
You sound so cynical about this shit.
Bro, like, just get back out there. Like, I'm okay if y'all don't start too great, because I understand that. But just start. That's all I'm asking for.
Your boy Conway put on an album.
Yeah, he did. Thank you. It was somewhat mediocre.
It really was. It really was.
Benny put out an album. Plug them at too.
Which is better than that.
You could have. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna have Ben come first.
I know, right?
That shit was mediocre.
Yeah, it's very exhausting, bro. Like, I'll be scrolling through Spotify, like,
it's so sad, ain't it?
Alchemist put out 2 albums.
I know about the second one. I don't know what the other one was.
Both of them. It's just like, all right, like, you're gonna have some Alchemist slaps, but like, other than that, it was just like, all right, that was a thing. Give me something else. Like, it feels like fast food, man.
Bro, I even checked out a Yachty album, and like, I checked out a Yachty album.
Desperate times.
I was like, okay, Lil Yachty went to, his whole thing was he was going to Detroit flow this time.
Yeah. One good thing I can't say personally is like a lot of my playlists be long as hell. Like I make like 4 or 5 hours. Some of them even 8 hour playlists.
So you planned for this?
It was like subconsciously I did because I've been playing my playlists and I haven't listened to them in like entirely forever. That shit was lit,
bro. So
like,
do not.
I'm
lazy, so I'm using these Spotify daily joints. It's not the way, my man.
It's not.
Look, every day I listen to a song off of Alfredo.
The
Every single day.
Scotty B at the top.
Bro.
You gonna run into riot. Sierra Whack album gotta come out any day now.
Lord Jesus.
Please come out.
Please, Sierra Whack.
Please.
She making so much money not putting out an album.
Bro, you saw that she had a little deal with like Legos and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's dope, man. But I got hope, man. I got faith that artists can't wait to get back in front of people and that inspiration gonna kick in again and it's gonna be lit.
I tried listening to Goo Off That album. Flat.
Why? Do it to
bro, you gotta give these artists a chance. These artists that are actually putting out music.
So when I gave Future's Honest a chance.
That was you. Let me tell you, bro, a long time ago, we were like, all right, yo, Future got some dope songs.
He was going back to back to back.
He was killing it.
He was.
And this was like, what year was Honest? 2014?
I feel like
it might have been older than that. Yeah. But anyways, we linked up with Mike at some point. And we was like, yo, I checked out that Honest album, Mike said. He was like, why would you do that?
Because it was so good.
No,
like,
it was
all the hits on the radio were good.
No.
Back to back to back were great.
No.
But the whole argument is a fallacy because
we knew
came out.
No, okay. That was later on in life.
Okay, but still.
That was later on, and we were prepared for that. And we knew Future was ready.
How we
knew
know
Future was ready.
How do we know that?
Because he broke up with Sierra.
Oh, so he's in the supreme toxic mode? I have a point there.
And my man had a couple mixtapes that built up the DS2. And then he released the most beautifully toxic album of all time. You can say
the same thing about Honest except for the breakup thing. He had like the hype from
this was also at the beginning of Future's career too.
Not at the very beginning, because Pluto came out for that.
Okay. Nobody should have listened to that either.
We didn't. But like the hits kept coming.
Whatever,
I'm justified in mine.
Right? No, you weren't.
DS2 is cool.
And then even after we asked you why you listened to it, you said, I don't know.
I didn't. We was working night shift and life was hard, period.
Well, I was rocking that Childish Gambino 24/7.
I was too. I just had to change it up a little bit. It's probably Childish's fault to have like kind of little southern like raps inside there too. But
no,
whatever, man.
That's when
I was justified. Yeah, we got hope, man. Let us know what y'all looking forward to as far as music goes.
Sierra Whack, please put out an album.
Please put it out tonight.
Not a 1 minute. Well, I'll take what I can get. I'm not sure. I'll take what I can get.
You take another like 15-minute album?
Yeah, I will.
That shit was playing.
That 15-minute album was a
If y'all
ride.
ever checked out Whack World,
yeah,
shit is flying. It's the weirdest hip hop album you'll ever hear in your life. Oh, here goes Sister with Childish Gambino. You know, that's heard
1 minute songs with hard cutoffs.
Bro, hard cutoffs. They don't make you mad though. It just be slapping every single one of them.
Yeah, Hungry Hippo.
And it just turn off.
Oh, and Hungry Hippo. And I was just furious.
Hungry Hippo is the hardest to ever. Fruit salads, my shit. Yeah. That whole thing. Dad, you ever listen to Tierra Whack World? You gotta check it out.
You got me too old.
Who's Child's being sued by? Somebody said Child's gonna get sued. Oh, probably for sampling some shit. But yeah, put it in the chat. Okay. So from music liberation, hopefully coming soon. To personal liberation. I wanted to ask, man, like it seems like, we get so caught up in social justice movements and reform talk and all these talks. I'm particularly talking about Black people here. All these talks around like, some type of revolution or reform, societal reform that changes the way we're viewed in the world and the way we're treated in the world lately. But with all this stuff, man, I just wonder if people are taking proper care of themselves and are tending to themselves in a way that liberates themselves, like personally, whether it be like, sexually, whether it just be spiritually, mentally, most importantly, and even emotionally. Like, I feel like we should adhere to so many restrictions in our personal beings that kind of restrict the sense of liberation being sustaining in our lives, period. So like you can fight all day on social media about like, misogyny this, racism that, but like what are you doing to like remain happy and fulfilled within yourself on a regular basis? Do you think that's the issue, like, the common issue going on right now? Or
I think it's two things. I think that it's hard for people to look inward.
Right.
So it's just easy to push out, I need to fix this, or I need to be a part of this.
Right.
Because it doesn't force you to do hard work on the inside.
Exactly.
It only forces you to do, outward work too. And kind of like point the blame at other people for what they're doing wrong.
Exactly.
Also, I think it's just hard for people to like just figure out themselves in general. Like people are so layered. We're all so layered. It's hard to even begin the journey of fixing yourself. It's hard to even know what's fucked up. Like,
right.
So when you asking a person to either, hey, put yourself all in on this cause, and you can have someone else lead you to what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it.
Regurgitate whatever they say.
Exactly. Instead of, and I would say the only thing that makes this easier, fixing yourself, is like therapy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But putting the work on yourself to like unpack all this other shit that might be wrong with you or whatever, like it's just easier.
It's super easy.
It's just super fucking easy
to just take this somebody, and that's what I mean. Internet is so beautiful and so aggravating at the same time, because that's the most.
It's not beautiful.
It's very beautiful. What would our personality be without the internet growing up?
I don't know, but my mom's cool, so I assume I'd be cool too.
Like, we can't ignore that. We got like endless information to tap into, endless creativity to draw from.
Yes, but 95% of people go to the most toxic parts of the internet. They involve themselves in the most pointless shit to them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like defeating racism and all this other stuff isn't important. But I think for a lot of people, it's just a way to ignore the things that are going on with your own self. So whether there's a noble cause or not, like you're still doing it in detriment to yourself in a way. If you're electing to do it over yourself.
I agree with
whether
that.
it be conscious or unconscious. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I just don't know if, like, you say 95% of people are getting that, but also within those same people, and even more people, I feel like, are getting something incredibly useful from the internet, like getting exposed to parts of the world they would probably never go to in person, having conversations with people they probably would never meet otherwise, getting exposed to different ideas and concepts. Like I said, if you want to talk about the art scene, like creativity, that they would never otherwise get, probably, more likely.
Yes, that is good. But social media especially
can be wild. Man, it can be wild and beautiful.
I don't know. I see more wild than beautiful. I see more bro, like I was looking at something about the NFL today, right? And basically, anyways, homeboy from the Broncos, one of the tackles from the Broncos, got injured while training off site, right? And so in the last CBA, in the last collective bargaining agreement between players in the NFL, they basically said, anytime a player works out off site and is injured, we don't have to pay them for their salary that season. Seems fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyways, the whole point of this is the comment section
was gross.
Was just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of I don't cares.
Right.
Niggas shouldn't have done this anyways.
Right.
Niggas should have known. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like and I see toxic comments like that everywhere.
Which you will, for sure.
They need to remove the comment section. Because there's a bunch of people shouting back and forth at each. Well, I don't believe they need to move it, but still, like I wish there was more constructive dialogue.
A better way to curate it. It's a similar issue that what's happened with Clubhouse right now. Which I know you don't fuck with Clubhouse, and I'm starting not to fuck with it in a lot of ways too. Because when it started off so for such good reasons. It started off with, like I said, people being able to have conversations, like real-time conversations with people they will probably never otherwise meet and get advice and, exchange ideas and stuff. And because of that, they didn't have like a way to like curate. They chose, I watched this off of For Harriet. They chose like scale over curation. So the effort, the kind of objective became, let's make as much money as possible. Yeah. Versus like make this a healthiest platform as possible. I think that's the internet like personified. Like so much of this is just because the internet wasn't originally intended for any of these things. It was really intended as a way to maintain communication in a result of a nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
But once it became commercialized, then it became like, let's make a bunch of money. But like for everything you're saying, like I can't help but realize like or acknowledge that it's just so much good that's coming out of it. Like for me personally, like platforms like For Harriet, like I've learned so much and been able to have conversations with so many like scholars and business owners and feminists and all types of people that just made me just think so far beyond myself that I don't think I would ever have reached otherwise. Like, I just think that is invaluable for somebody like me and so many other people. But I do feel what you're saying. It's something I struggle with back and forth all the time.
It's like the internet is what you use. Like you're gonna get out of it what you, I guess, put into it in a way. You know what I mean? Like if you're going for good stuff, like if you're going for information, you're going for resources, you're going for this, you're going for that, you're gonna get it back because
you will get it back.
But people on there either go on there to like approach things negatively or to be divisive, and that's what they get back. And unfortunately, I think those people have the loudest voices on the internet because they're the ones always on there.
They're the ones always on there, and everybody likes a train wreck, so that's gonna get the most publicity. And
if those are the people with the loudest voices, it tends to carry into the people who are like somewhat just sitting in the middle, and you know what I mean, kind of just watching it all go down. And so like the shares keep going up and all the toxic shit goes up. How often do you see a story about like good shit on it? And it's just like the fucking news. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying.
The things that are most proliferated are the negative things.
I hear what you're saying. And so with that, to kind of circle back up to the topic, so that negative shit nowadays is more so perpetuated through justified means in terms of like, you look at something like cancel culture, like the reason people like cancel culture so much is because you can get rid of somebody that you never really fucked with anyway on justifiable means. Like if you never really like Dave Chappelle, then like you'd be more than happy for him to go away on some like transphobic jokes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So
who's out here not liking Dave Chappelle?
There's plenty of people, according to Dave Chappelle, if you ask them. So when you don't have that happiness, like you said, when you are able to do like, go out into the world and blame everybody else for your life being so fucked up without looking at yourself, I think that is absolutely telling of your lack of happiness, like internal happiness. And I think that's the reason why you can have so many of the same toxic arguments in these more progressive circles as you would in those super toxic circles. Like how you can have these whole like screaming matches of people defending somebody like Dr. Umar, for example, or Kevin Samuels or whatever like that. Like these, Kevin Samuels, but
what's wrong with them?
No, nothing to you, obviously. But like, no, like somebody like Dr. Umar or you can put any like place any man that's out here, trying to be like a Umar type of like leader or whatever like that. And they're saying all these, righteous things. They're talking about all this progression. They're talking about all this like, all this liberation talk, but they're still like on the inside, like, either misogynistic or very toxic in general. A very unhappy person or have some type of disdain towards homosexual people. They still carry that same toxicity into these more progressive circles. So it speaks to like, what is that person actually doing to better themselves on the inside versus just using all these external accolades and acclaim to try to cover up that, shallowness on the inside and just present themselves as someone who has it all together.
I mean, I guess when you talk about people with those kind of faults, they don't see them as faults. Like they don't see that they're homophobic. They think that's
a big part of it.
Yeah, they don't, they don't see that they're misogynistic. They really think men should run everything, or you know what I mean? Like objectifying women is okay. Like, they really believe these things in their head. While those are a bit extreme, like I'm sure there's a lot more nuanced situation. Women should be objective. No, but I mean, you're going, man. Fuck that.
Like it's so real. that's why I get frustrated, because that's when you get the people who just look for somebody to just regurgitate what they've already said and just spit the same rhetoric that they don't actually know. A good friend of mine was talking about the other day how like the most aggravating thing about the internet, this would go to your point, is it is a lot of people who just be arguing about shit they don't actually know.
Yeah.
Like they be saying stuff that they'll, you can go on Google real quick, do a quick search or whatever, find something that aligns with what you already believe, come back to Clubhouse or whatever, regurgitate that shit and just yell back and forth about this very surface level knowledge of something that you and the other person don't really know what y'all talking about. But like in your effort to look like you're that liberator, that like, that progressive torchbearer, you can just do some shit like that and put somebody on blast with a bunch of one-liners. And it feels like people are so scripted. Like it feels like that people are reading a script or something of like things to say when somebody says this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very annoying and very disheartening in a lot of ways.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just think people don't want to focus on themselves because the work is hard. The work is hard. And I mean, I can admit that I haven't done work on myself. Like you can see the work that you have to do.
Yeah. Be like,
it's like, fuck, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't faulting nobody, but at the same time, like I don't want to dive myself into a struggle or would you say, what was the word you used? Social justice and societal revolution.
Yeah.
Because that's not really, I mean, I care, but not like that. Like, and that's just real. Like, I remember watching, what is that dude name? I can't remember, but he's a comedian. The dude had a show on NBC. Gerard Carmichael. And he was talking about how like people make you feel bad for not being a part of like the struggle and and the other shit.
Yeah.
And I'm there.
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah.
I'm there like I care. Just not like y'all do.
Right.
And so I don't know, man. I just think that work on yourself and be intentional about what you're doing for yourself. Like if you really with the social justice shit, make sure it's for you and not because the people around you are doing it.
Exactly.
Figure your own shit out. So
I want to say one last thing about this. Like, and I know we've gone back and forth about this because I felt like you didn't really grasp what depression really was.
Oh yeah, I'll admit that. I full well did not know what depression was.
Yeah, like
nor did I really respect when people, I ain't gonna say respect, but believe when people said they were depressed.
I remember you said like, I don't know about this depression shit, man.
I still do have an issue when people self-diagnose themselves. But go ahead.
I feel like depression is a large reason that you have so much mania in these conversations, because so many people just feel bad, and some of those people can recognize why they feel bad, but a lot of people can't. And when you feel bad so much that it becomes like a norm for you, which is what depression in a lot of ways is, and then you have any type of outlet to put that, like you said, that blame, that work on somebody else, you jump at that opportunity. And so one thing I struggle with is, and within a lot of these social justice circles, is I see so many people, which these are marginalized people, so it makes sense why they would be depressed, but so many people fighting with depression, taking it out on people who seen as like oppressors or, toxic ones or whatever like that. And while the means of what they're, attacking or going in on a person is justified, like you see in the approach, in the execution, that it's coming from a very harmful place.
Yeah.
Like it's cancel culture in itself. Like it's just over the topness, irrational.
Yeah.
Mimicking the very behavior of the people that you say are oppressing you. It's hard to criticize that without, victim blaming that person for what they are going through.
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out
there. I got you. So this is your topic since you care about people's personal health so much.
I do, man. I do. We go to the next thing.
Yeah, y'all niggas just get it together, in my opinion.
Oh. Oh, so I think he kind of touched on this earlier. So why does it seem like so many, I guess we kind of already answered this question. Why does it seem like so many people kind of restrict other people and they're defining their self-liberation and on so many conversations, like in a lot of, I guess you could say, revolutionary African pride conversations. Like I see so many people look at somebody who's like, who identifies as like non-binary or something, or queer or whatever like that, and say like, you know, that's a product of white supremacy or whatever that. They try to like smash that out while they themselves are talking about some type of liberation in social justice circles. Why does that happen? And why does it also seem like people who deem themselves more progressive, who dismiss traditionalist values, kind of trade that like traditional form of oppression with like another cult-like mentality of, now we all have to follow these certain rules, and if you don't follow these rules, you get canceled.
So you like non-binary, but like super Christian or something like that?
Yeah.
I got
like,
you.
something like that.
I don't know, man. I mean, because everybody wants the power, man.
Yeah, that's the power. Give it to me.
Power.
I think that's it. I think it's that deeply ingrained. Like when, like you said, you don't even realize it. Like you're chasing the very thing that you're saying is killing other people, like yourself. You're saying it's killing you, but you're pursuing that shit.
Harness it.
I like Thanos.
Harness it and rule with an iron fist.
And he goes, said every opinion doesn't have to be public. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just easy to imitate. Like when, I guess when you don't know how to lead, you just do what you see. You know what I mean? And oftentimes, the wrong person gets the pedestal of, I guess, the one in charge. You know what I mean? So if you don't know what you're really doing, like you said before,
yeah,
and you just kind of blurting out what you've heard before or how you think it's supposed to go,
right,
then you're gonna get situations like this.
And so bad because people are such good talkers.
Yeah.
Like people have mastered how to present themselves, how to prop themselves up in front of people so well, and like say that whole like soliloquy of, you know, all these, you know, buzzwords and words that's not easy to pronounce. Quotes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or Audre Lorde quotes and stuff. They can just spout them off in a room full of people who don't really readily know the information. They can't really respond right away. And you can be looked at as like, oh shit, Dad, know what the fuck you talking about. I didn't want to use it in the conversation, but like, damn, Dad is that nigga, man. He gonna lead us to freedom. He gonna get us free. Yeah, man, it's rough.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just over it, man.
Over what, man?
I'm over like us always having a struggle, man. Like I feel like we just go from one struggle to the next. Like golly, like okay, white people are racist. Yeah, we get it. Okay, now we got the cops. Okay, now we got the whole system. Now we got to abolish the whole thing. Now we got to just turn everything over.
Yep.
Nigga, fix yourself.
Let be clear though, I think this is the issue that everybody's suffering right now.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it, but like I feel like that's how a lot of Black folk are currently living their life. Like they're gonna go from one struggle to the next and to the next and to the next.
We're gonna talk about Afrofeminism on the future episode, right?
Yeah, I guess we got to.
So like, get into that.
We're gonna get into it, but damn, man, like I'm so tired of it. Like
I feel you. No, I feel you. I feel you 1,000%. Especially in America when it gets commodified. Like it comes like I was. I'm not gonna go on a rant, but like I was trying to say about Lovecraft and shit. And ain't nobody that I got
ain't nobody want to hear him till 2 months ago,
bro. Like I said, not gonna be a rant, but like one thing that I am happy about what happened is that more and more people are starting to see what I was talking about, and I can't be mad at that. Frustrated that I got
aired out a year ago,
yeah, over the same shit. But you know, everybody get there. Like I gotta keep reminding myself, everybody gets there at a different time. But also listen to the fuck about be talking about.
Because I'm a prophet. I'm a whole prophet out here.
You see the dreads, man. So, yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
So I mean, since you tired of all the struggle talk, man, how can we get people self-liberated out here? Like, how can we make people
Focus on your fucking self. It's the only way to get self-liberated. It's self, okay?
So how do you balance that? Are you currently working on this, or is this like a?
I'm currently working on me.
So how do you balance that, like working on self between, putting self-preservation and selfishness straight up? Like
Selfishness always wins.
well, when I say selfishness, I mean like it has to come at the expense of other people. I don't know if that's actually.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Well, that was wrong. That was the wrong word to use.
Yeah.
I just don't let other things like burden me. Like if it's something out there, and it's happened years ago where like I just got to the point where like I wasn't gonna do it. Like I have to worry about me first, unfortunately, and it comes at the expense of other people sometimes or whatever. But I'm not gonna hold a burden on myself that doesn't belong to me. Like while racism and police brutality and all these things affect me, I'm not gonna let it burden me down and make it my struggle because I just don't want it to be my struggle. I respect everybody who's working to get those things fixed, and I appreciate them. But for me, myself, I'm working on what I want to, which is myself. And that may sound selfish or whatever, but it is what it is. Like that's where I choose to focus my time at.
And just for clarity, are you saying when you say it's not your struggle, are you saying it's not your
I'm not gonna devote my time like other people are for that fight.
Okay.
Yeah. It's part of my struggle.
Trying to make sure you ain't pulling the Tim Scott out here, man.
Nah, baby. I mean, hey, police reform, it'll work. Hold on, I gotta do what's the man that got that?
Yeah, you gotta get your shit all the way up there. You gotta.
Tim Scott ain't got. He's the only black dude I ever see with no top lip.
Because he ain't black. You're a white dude in disguise. Yeah, you saying you're not gonna be at the front lines.
I'm not. I'm just not.
Which is understandable. Like, I think that's becoming more normalized.
You think so?
I think so. I don't see a lot of spaces myself anyway where someone says, like, and I've seen this from predominant people who are like, very well-known leaders in communities say like, yo, I'm just not gonna talk about Black death in public.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna speak on it. And like their following was like, yeah, we get that. We understand that. It depends on your circles, of course, but I think it's become normalized that like people can say like, yo, I'm not about this activist life. Like I'm not trying to read all these books. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Have these conversations that are actually wearing me down.
Right. I don't mind having the conversations.
Yeah.
In like casual circles, especially like trying to get white people to just understand where Black people are coming from.
Right.
But these whole deep dives on like what revolution is and how we can actually seek a solution to the problem of police brutality and all these other things, like outside of cops treating Black people like people, I don't know what else to tell you. Like I don't know how to fix it, and I just don't want to do that. Like I don't want that to be my, I don't want to say hill I die on, but I don't want it to be my struggle like that. Like I don't want that to be my life's work in a way.
Yeah. I feel that. I guess the only part I get a little tripped up at is I do believe it is everybody's responsibility in a sense to learn the origins of these things and therefore like why these things keep happening. Like I don't think it's particularly like productive if people don't know how police actually originated, but they're constantly talking about police reform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even know where you're speaking from. Like you don't even know the basis of it. And that's on purpose, don't get me wrong. It's not your fault per se. But if you're saying like police need to stop killing us, like da, like I think you got to go to
the root cause.
Yeah. And at least learn that.
Yeah.
And once you learn it, you can have more educated conversations about these things. Now, if you want to be people that just don't want to talk about none of this stuff and just go about, I mean, I don't agree with that, but I mean, that's on you. I don't believe in forcing anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to have these conversations, like at least have informed conversations.
Yeah.
because I think it's more dangerous.
Instead of just like all opinion.
Yeah, just all
speculation
and just what you heard from, from Democrats. I was about to say Democrats.
Bro, they're here to help us. These Democrats are here for us. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the only thing about it. But as far as like being at the front line, as far as getting to deep stuff, because I will say, like, as somebody who is about like all that stuff you just named, it does get real mentally, and you do have to pull back even when you're in there at times, because like I said, I just finished Afro-Pessimism. I've been reading this book called Glitch Feminism. All these things about like not only getting to the origin of what we do, the things that we do, but like with the current system, like where we're going to be seen in this world, period. Like if things don't just completely crumble down and get rebuilt, that's some like real shit that you have to like cope with. And yeah, it's critical theory, so like no one knows for sure.
Yeah.
But like if you do believe these things, which I do believe a lot of them because it makes sense, that's some shit like you got to come to terms with. Like, damn, like what the fuck do I do in my life now? That's not something I would just wish on just anybody, because that's a lot, especially if you got like a family and you are making a good living for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's some real shit. So like, I think it's good to know where you stand and be honest about it. But did you? Oh, you said you just put yourself first. Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. I try to, and I don't try and do it selfishly. Well, in a way. In a way, it's selfish.
The kids just be hungry. You should be eating a cheeseburger in front of her face. Like, I don't know what to do for you, baby. I'm hungry too. I'm the one with the job.
You want to do piece that's falling off the edge?
You want to drip a mustard? Just dripping a mustard?
No, I'm just talking about with these societal issues. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm learning to redo that myself, and like, it was so funny because I would put myself first in so many ways because I just as a single child, I'm just used to that. But in other ways, I'm learning that I felt like for the longest, if I made a certain commitment to somebody at one point in time, like I owe them that for the rest of their life. And for me to break that off with them, even if it's hurting me, for me to break that off with them is me being an insincere, dishonest, toxic person, and just completely not acknowledging the fact that I need to do that for myself.
Yeah.
I'm learning that it's helping me do that. Like,
I got good at that.
Listen, let me tell you a real quick story. Will has always been about himself, like always. And not to the point that, sometimes he'd be an asshole about it. But like, I always knew this about him. But one day, you remember this shit? We was downtown with Brandon and like, I think Blair and them, partying it up because we was young, having fun. And I rode with Brandon and he parked in the garage, and it was like a restricted garage.
Yeah.
And we got ready to go. This is when you had the drop top.
The Sebring?
Yeah, that we thought was like a fucking Tesla. Tulsa. I keep calling it Tulsa. So we went back to the end of the night to, go in the car. So we talking stuff. Will went off in his car. We go out to get to Brandon's car. All we see is glass on the ground and no car in sight. And so Brandon thinks somebody stole his shit. Like he freaking out. I call Will like, yo, come through real quick. Can you pick us up? Like something happened to Brandon's car. Will pulls around, never gets out of the car. Like he's in the car with the car on. He's in the car with the car on, and it's actually not in park. Like he's actually just on the brake. So you remember all of this? I do. I remember so vividly.
I think you paint me out to be the bad guy.
Because you are. So we thinking his car got stolen, whatever like that. But then we see a sign that says like no parking here. Schroeder's towing. Them niggas. Yeah. $1,000 get the car out.
Yeah.
So he calls the number. Sure enough, his car got towed. So like, as Brandon's having a conversation on the phone, like coming to revelation that his car got towed, Will's like pulling off like, so y'all good or?
I don't remember this at all. I would have never done something like this. I would at least give y'all a ride to the tow yard.
No, you did, bro. Like we had I think Mike or Blair had a car one.
See?
With us. So
y'all was good.
So y'all straight or like while he's riding off, Brandon's like, I think we good. He's like, all right, man, I'll see y'all. Yeah. You ain't nowhere to go. Like you just
supposed to babysit y'all? It's how look. From my point of view, y'all had a problem. Y'all figured out the problem. Y'all had a solution.
You couldn't.
What was
like,
I? Emotional support?
Yes.
For niggas I didn't know?
You know me.
It wasn't your car.
It was my best friend's car.
Well, you use best friend a whole lot, bro. I tell you.
Clearly too much. I gotta rephrase it for you.
That's fine too. That's fine too. I'll be at the house when you do
it. I know you will. Yeah, man. But don't be like Will. Definitely put yourself first, though.
Be selfish.
I think people are learning more and more. I will say the annoying thing about people learning is people keep posting these like tired ass quotes, man. Like we talking about the damn quotes. The whole it'd be some bullshit. It must be a nigga at the ocean or some shit, like at a pier, like looking in the ocean of no one has your back but yourself at the end of the day.
If they weren't here for you on your worst days,
shit like
you can't be here for my best.
Oh, it was some nigga smoking a blunt or some shit by himself on a rooftop or some shit. Like that's the aggravating part of it. But I think people are learning, like, yeah, people ain't always down for you.
I think being selfish is perfectly fine.
I think it's being more and more normalized for good reason. Yeah, like people learn that people will use you in a heartbeat. But Will didn't even get to that part. He just started off selfish.
Y'all niggas was good. Had to go back to the house.
Oh boy! All right, man.
So I'm gonna ask Mike's super PC question. How do we encourage one another to live a liberated life?
That's what we just discussed.
No, we didn't. Oh,
that was your whole selfishness answer.
Oh, my bad. I was just trying to put you on blast for being on PC and shit.
How was I PC about it?
You just PC. You just a PC nigga.
I'm a relatively PC nigga. Like, I ain't all the way.
You super PC.
Compared to y'all niggas, yes, I am. Compared to our circles, yeah, I'm very PC.
So really, it's just fake PC since you in the same. So since you in the circles,
I'm here to correct y'all niggas.
You in the circles.
I'm the revolutionary, kind of breaking it to infiltrate these forces of y'all's internalized toxicity to help y'all get on the path to recovery.
Shut up, man.
It's a hard process.
Future would call you a simp.
He would. I bet he would. Oh, okay. We're gonna get your thirst of the week that you didn't show anybody but yourself.
This week's thirst of the week.
Please. What?
Oh.
Suck a peen.
If that's what I want to do, that's okay.
That is fine.
Don't make jokes about it.
I'm not making jokes. I'm just saying.
Y'all had some dude. We were laughing. I was talking to this dude, bro. He was like, I said something like mildly gay. He was like, faggot. I was like, whoa.
Who is still dropping F-bomb?
That's what I said. That's what I said. I was like, whoa, you really took that shit back to the 90s, didn't you?
Out here and
that was the first time in years I've been called the F word.
Wow. The only person I know who's gotten away with it recently was Dave Chappelle in that one special.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who stood up F-bombs in 2021. That's awful. Well, yeah, go ahead to your.
Oh yeah. Thirst of the week for this week. Clarissa Shields. Yeah, pull her up. I'm about to pull it back up.
Pull your meat out.
Beautiful black woman.
Oh, she on the back.
Yeah. Oh, there she go. Oh, there you go. All right.
Oh,
Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic, 12-time world champ, 2-time undisputed, and 3-time division world champ. Pro boxer. She's actually having her first professional MMA fight June 10th in professional fighting league. It's not the UFC.
But I come to UFC.
But we getting there.
I don't want to see you
get them hands put on her by Nunes.
I don't want to see
Nunes probably take her straight down, if I'm being honest. Yeah, man. She's dope. She's got a really good IG, and she's been training with John Jones and Holly Holm. So she might actually win this first fight.
See?
When is
the first fight?
First fight is June 10th.
We got to buy that.
Oh, I don't know about this PFL, man.
It's got to be cheap. It's got what, like $9.99 something? Let me stop talking about shit.
But yeah, man, you can catch her on her IG. Clarissa Shields, on everything really. And she from Flint, so you know she been drinking. She been drinking that dirty water, so she's strong.
So she
Like, you know,
buffed up now.
yeah, she buffed up now. I mean, the water made her strong.
Shit.
So, yeah,
That's
man,
terrible.
check out.
That's what's up, man. Please stop. That's what you sound like. Oh boy. Well, this was a good episode, man. Yeah, let us know what y'all do to liberate yourselves in your personal lives. Like Will said, put yourself first. If you don't want to be revolutionary, don't do it. But do learn more about the world and the people around you. And just treat people nicer, man. Treat yourself nicer. Get yourself some ice cream tonight. On me. Not on, actually on me, but on Will. You got the money over here.
I don't.
Not here. I'm sorry, I just gotta you gotta say text message. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all next time, man.
Peace out. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you. Everyone makes fun of your dancing every time.
Huh?
Everyone makes fun of your dancing every time.
Hey, bro, they just ain't got it like me.
No one has.